Hey, so wanted to talk about something that I've kind of touched up on, but I want to kind of go a little further on it. So, if you have watched my vlogs, at one point I had talked about YouTube, and I think the title was like I miss or YouTube back then or whatever. But yeah, so a lot of people really miss the old YouTube. Everybody misses that old YouTube feel, and whenever somebody says old YouTube, then they like show a picture of like YouTube when it like just started and the website was very bare bones. Just in terms of like how it's designed and all the features and everything. So YouTube was incredible back then. But I want to talk about YouTube videos and how we're so accustomed to these new videos and how they're made that the old style videos, people that make the old style videos today, they just don't get a lot of like attention. And this mainly, it's mainly like new YouTubers that are like, they're just starting out. They don't have like all this fancy equipment and everything. And when you go back, think about a YouTuber that you used to watch and remember like a series they used to play way back then. Go back and watch that. And then after you watch that, go and watch, well, it's easier said than done, but I'm sure it can be done. Go and watch like a newer YouTuber, like a really small YouTuber that has that same style, and it's usually gonna be the same style because it was very simple back then. It wasn't like you had to have all this editing and equipment and everything. Like new YouTube videos from really small channels or new channels are the same as the old channels, because in terms of like the design of the video. Like nowadays we've gotten so accustomed to these fancy edits and like people just constantly talking and like making funny like just saying funny stuff, and it's constant stuff. And now it's fallen to that same formula where you have to have really fancy editing, you have to constantly be saying something. Now you like have like scripts that people make, and we've gotten just so accustomed to that. And so now we look at new YouTube videos that from new channels, and we were like, oh, that's awful. This is just a terrible channel, and they need to add more equipment and do more editing and all that stuff, and they need to have a team. And it shouldn't be such a problem, because you used to enjoy that when you were a kid or a teenager or maybe even an adult watching YouTube when it first came out, because that's what YouTube videos looked like. Trying to turn my AC. So yeah, that's just kind of what I thought about, because people they'll have like a problem with like new channels, or new channels just won't keep people because it doesn't have all that stuff that we're accustomed to. So yeah, like I like to go back sometimes and watch some old Chugga Conroy videos. Does anybody remember Chugga Conroy? I'm sure I've talked about it many times before. Try not to get hit. I've talked about it many times before. I love watching Chugga Conroy, or I used to love watching Chugga Conroy. I haven't really watched his new videos. I think the newest video I've watched of his was oh god, what was it? Pikmin 3. Which I need to get back into playing Pikmin 3. I have it, and I hadn't really played much of it, but I was really wanting to play Pikmin 3. But yeah, I like to go back and watch some old Chugga Conroy videos like Wind Waker and Pikmin heck, even Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, the new game is coming out, or the new like remaster is coming out. So I'm sure his old Sugar Conroy Thousand Year Door videos will catch some light. But yeah, I like to just go back and watch the old classic videos. Heck, I even went back as far as The Annoying Orange. Does anybody remember The Annoying Orange? But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about.